Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with a review of Peekaboo number 2. I know you're like, what? Yeah, well, I did a review of number 1, but I believe it was in a independent comic book review, one of those where I do a whole bunch of reviews all at once, and not a standalone. Well, I picked this up because I realized I really want to find out what's going on, which is kind of weird because this is not an excellent comic book. And number 2, I'm not going to give it a rave review either. What I'm going to tell you is, this book is thoroughly entertaining, yo. Seriously. Now, it really is like watching a horror film, but you're just reading it in comic book form. They managed to pull you in like that, but beware, beware, beware of the big black bear. Anyway, it is just so much fun that I had to get the second issue. That's flat out it. This, oh my gosh, what can I say about this book? I guess the first thing I really need to tap into is, if movie tropes were bank loans, this book would be owing big time. It steals from Bone Tomahawk. It steals from Friday the 13th. It steals from The Walking Dead. It steals from The Descent. There are so many things in this book that you've seen in the movies put together in one story. Seriously, it is like somebody found some edited footage on the floor and just made a comic book out of it. It's really that bad. But oh yeah, it's also got the slasher trope that none of these people belong together, and yet they're together. Now, granted, it's not a group of friends like, you know, you would watch Friday the 13th and there would be the jock and the nerd, and you wonder, why are you guys friends? You don't even like each other. This, on the other hand, is just a collection of families that were on the same tour, or they just ended up in the same place at the same time. And here's the thing. At the beginning, they tell you who they are. They give you a sentence or two about the character, and that is all the character you're going to get. Okay? That's it. Don't ask for more, because you're not going to get it. When it says Joey's the badass, Kim is the whiner, you will absolutely understand that somewhere in the comic book, Joey's going to be a badass and Kim's going to whine. That's all the characterization you're going to get. I know I am coming down hard on this book, but you have to understand, this really is a slasher film put to comics. It is not great. It's not good, but it's just entertaining. Just like the Friday 13th, just like the Halloweens and all. They weren't good movies, but we liked them because they were fun and they were silly. In some points, they were grotesque. And this book has all of that. And I enjoy it. I'm going to pick up issue number 3. And if this is the kind of thing you like, then yeah, I'll recommend it. But if you are not a horror fan, stay away from this. It won't do you any favors. This is literally for fans of silly horror. It works as a silly horror book. But if you go looking for something deep, if you go looking for something more, you're going to be disappointed. It's not the kind of book for you. But if you like that kind of silliness that I'm talking about, then by all means pick this up. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Have you been reading the Peekaboo series? If so, what did you think? Did you pick up book number 2? What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, click like, share, of course, to get word about the channel out. And if you haven't done it already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Cool things happen around these parts, especially every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we have Comic Book Thunderdome, where we put a couple of comic book geeks up to fight the fights and debate the debates we all have on comic book forums and in the comic book shops. Don't want to miss that, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on I Love Comics. Also, this is the way I make a living, so if you don't mind heading on over to the Patreon, drop $1 in the till, links in the description below. Help us keep the lights on, help us keep making videos and getting better equipment and better software to make better videos. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers out there, thank you very, very much for watching.